as part of the celebration of 125 years of the birth of CMC. On the 1st of January 1900, Dr. Ida Sophia Scudder, our founder, initiated medical work in a one-room dispensary at the Arcot Mission bungalow at Sainathpuram. Subsequently, the services extended. Because of the increasing patient load, it went to the Shell Hospital, and again there was a need for space, and that is how the land at Thottapalayam was chosen, and on 19th December 1923, the first building came up. The clinical services started in 1924, and subsequently we have grown in campuses at Bagayam, Rusa, Kagadapetre, Chittoor and Ranipet. We thank God for His mercies towards us, for enabling us to be His tools to help people in their time of need, especially with regard to their health. We also take this opportunity to thank the people of Vellore and the local leadership for their support to our institution and the relationship that spans more than 100 years. As part of these efforts, we have taken up few projects. One such project is the blood donation camp. As we just heard, for a large institution like CMC Vellore, with need of scores of blood, we hope this initiative will optimize the efficient donation and utilization of blood and blood products. In any hospital, there are several medical emergencies where the availability of blood will make a difference between life and death. We thank God for helping some of us to think about more seriously about blood donation and the means of helping a fellow being in their journey of illness and recovery. I want to stop by telling you a story, and that's a true story. If any of you would go online and search for blood donation in India, when did it first happen, you would find that it is recorded in 1942 when there was the World War going on. There was need for blood and for the soldiers, and people were donating. We also read in 1949 in Calcutta, the first blood bank came and was managed by the Red Cross. Very recently, I had the privilege to read few books about the birth of CMC and its origin. One such book is One Step at a Time by Dr. Reena George. In 1923, in December, a young lady doctor from Mayo Clinic was invited by Dr. Scudder to come to Vellore and work. She had expertise in gynecology, radiology, and gastroenterology, but she was asked to head the department of pathology and physiology. And in 1923, December 19th, as we had the inauguration of the town campus by the governor of Madras Presidency, Lord Wellington, and his wife, soon after the inauguration, Dr. Scudder, and there was a staff of 5 members, she took them all to Kodaikanal for a trip. And this new doctor from Mayo was given the charge of this entire hospital. But during this time, history records the first blood donation took place in CMC Vellore. The doctor was the donor, the intern was the phlebotomist, and a bleeding woman was the recipient. This was perhaps the first time that blood transfusion took place in CMC. It took place in Vellore, and perhaps it is the first time in India. And that doctor retired 40 years later as the professor of obstetrics in 1963. And the name of that young doctor that day who gave blood was Dr. Carol Jameson. This year perhaps would be the 101st year of that donation. And I'm not sure how many of you would understand the significance of that. Thanks to this compassionate foreign doctor who was willing to give her own blood to a bleeding woman, and that she didn't ask another relative, she didn't ask another staff or student, but it was her own blood of Dr. Carol Jameson which was given. It is nice to see that same spirit continue even today, the spirit of not being ministered unto, but to minister as the Lord Jesus Christ did, on whose name this institution is named. Once again, I thank each one of you present here today, participating in this inauguration, and most importantly, our honorable guests, our kind donors, the organizers, and the supporters of this blood donation camp. May the Christian Medical College and the town of Vellore continue to set a good example to many in the field of healthcare in India. God bless.